Okay, so in this video we are going to see how to use the exam cell module in CMSys. So in this you can see for the exam section you will get a tab called exam cell, and inside that there will be examinations and exam records, and inside that you will see list of all exams. If you click on that, you will see all the currently active exams that are running. Okay, so now let's first deal with how to create a new exam. So if I click on add new exam, now this is how the entire process goes. So you have to select first the department for which you are going to add the exam. So right, let's say computer engineering, then let's say which year, let's say second year, semester let's say 3, and let's say revised 2016. Okay, and the year of examination is 2020. Okay, and seat number prefix is what is going to be used if you are going to use the auto seat numbering feature of this system. So what it does is it adds the seat number prefix to generate the seat numbers automatically. So let me show you an example. So let's call it 20 DRRCP. Okay, 3. So this is my sequence that is going to be there in front of all the students. Then you can here write the revision, etc. Okay, so just exam name. So this is what will be visible to everyone, and click on is active and just put the addition over here and click save. Once you do that, now your exam is created. So let's go back and see. So here you can see my exam is now created, SE Comms. Okay, so now the first thing that you should do is once the exam is created, you can click on the students tab over here. Click on that, and you can see as soon as I click, so this is the interface of adding the students to the exam. Okay, but before adding the students, we should edit the course first. Okay, so let's go to the course, edit course subject. Now once we do that, you will see all the subjects in that particular course for that year, right? So you can see we have applied maths 3 and other subjects. So what you have to do is go to each subject one by one. Okay, so let's click on edit, and this opens up the edit subject window, and here all you have to do is click on what all things that are applicable. So for example, for maths there is theory and there is term test. Okay, and here the marks will be let's say 80 marks theory, 20 marks for term test, and a credit of 3 points. And then there is let's suppose there is term work. Okay, so 25 marks term work and 1 credit. Okay, so this is what the structure is. Okay, let's save it. Let's go back and let's go to students again and click on edit course subject. Okay, and you can see again I have to now go one by one to each subject. So I have done AM3 now. Now what I will do is I will click press Control and click on this so that it opens in a new tab. So now I don't have to go back and do it again and again. So it is DLDA, so it has theory, term test. Now in this case DLDA has a lab called DSL. Okay, so this will be having only theory and term test. So theory is of 80, credits of 3, and term test is of 20. Click on save. Right, so that does with that. And now for DSL lab, so I will open that, and here I will say there is no theory, no term test, there is term work and there is oral practicals. Okay, so we can go ahead and give the oral practicals, and the total the whatever is the credit point assigned for this particular subject, that can be added over here. And now if there is only one credit point assigned for the entire lab, so you can give it either over here or over here. Okay, so either at one of the places. So I have given it over here, so this remains 0, and click save. And once that is done, so similarly you will have to complete all these things, for all the subjects it is to be added. Now once that is done, now we can go to add students to exam button. Okay, so let's come back to the allotment, to the student allotment, and click on add students to exam. So this particular page opens, and if you go down, you can see only to those subjects where we have added the conditions. So those subjects checkboxes are appearing. Okay, so if you will have to complete for all the other subjects also before you can go ahead. Okay, now once this is done, now before we select what all subjects is to be added to the students, we have to first select the students, right? Now there are three different options that you can do to select the student. Okay, now if it's a regular exam, you can directly select the class, because the entire class will be giving the exam. So let us suppose 2021 SE is going to give this exam. So click on add, and it puts all the students of that particular class inside the in this table. Okay, so this is one way of doing it. Okay, so let me remove everyone. So by this button you can remove everyone. And let's suppose let's see the second way of doing it. Second way of doing it is by manually searching. Okay, so let's suppose, so I have this particular I have the UIN. You can search by name also. So you have the UIN and you can search them and click on add. So that adds the student to the list. This is one option. Or if you have an Excel file with the UINs ready, okay, so you can just take the column, UIN column, and directly paste it over here. So for the time being, I'm just pasting one, okay, and two users. Okay, so I've added 191P002 and 003. If I click on add, those two students are now added. Okay, so once this is done, now you can come down. Let's suppose these are the three students, those who are giving the exam, and you can manually click on each of these. Let's say they are giving all the subjects. Okay, or you can click on this to select everything at once, or this will this you can use to remove it. Okay, it will not remove something which is already selected. Okay, and finally once you have decided what all things the student is going to give, then you can click on save. Once you click on save, the entries are now recorded. Now you can go back and you can see now I have my all my data ready. Okay, now it is possible that you would like to assign seat numbers automatically. So if you have not already allotted the seat numbers, then you can click on this button and it will assign the seat numbers by sorting the names and sorting it by name, and then assigning them the seat numbers based on this particular prefix. Okay, so it will add the prefix. Okay, and then it will use the order to find out the seat numbers. Okay, so this is one option. Another option is if you have an Excel sheet ready, you can directly copy paste the columns. So the column should be, the first column should be UIN, the second column should be the order in which they should be there. So it is basically 1 2 3 4 like that, and the seat number that you want to assign them. Okay, so these are the three things, three columns. Copy and paste it over here, and then it will assign the seat number. Okay, so let me show you one example. So 191 P001 is the first example. Okay, and then add because when you paste it from Excel, there will be few spaces between the columns that you copy and paste. So the order is going to be 1, and let's say the seat number is DDRC1. Okay, so let's say this is my seat number. Okay, so if I click on import, you will see that that is now added to P001. So that is DDRC1. Okay, so that is how the allotment of the students happens in this particular case. Now another thing to note is when we go to edit course subjects. Okay, so if you click on edit, there are two more things that every subject can have. So you can identify the subject as elective or not. Okay, so if the subject is an elective, then all you have to do is select is elective, and then from here you have to select which type of elective it is. So is it department level elective or institute level elective? Okay, so after selecting that, then it will give you the option while allotting to select the elective also. Okay, so once all these things are done, you can see besides every exam there is an allot option. Okay, so if you click on allot, you will see that you will see the current status of the exam that is going on. Okay, so you can do allotment from your side also, but it is preferred that the HOD assigns the teachers who are going to enter the marks. Okay, and for you for the exam cell, you can you can see what are the status of the examinations. So for the for current examination, you can see these are the status of the things that are being sent by the faculties. So allotted means the teacher is being allotted to the subject, but the teacher has not yet started entering the data. And approved means the HOD has approved the data from the faculty, and now it's the exam cell's job to accept it or reject it. Okay, and then these are the accepted means the exam cell has already accepted these particular marks. Okay, so let's see how to accept an approved marks. Okay, so you can see the status is approved, so this is by the HOD. So now you can click on this particular button and you can accept or reject the marks. Okay, so let's click on this, and you can see the table with all the students, and it shows you what is the marks by the faculty, what is the marks approved by the HOD, and if there are any corrections that you want to do, that can be done over here. And after doing this, you can click on accept or reject marks. Okay, so if you are going to reject marks, then all the things will be rejected and it will not be taken into consideration. But if you accept the marks, then that particular entry will be accepted. Okay, and now it is ready for Gazette preparation. Okay, so this is the entire process of how the allotment and adding the students and then accepting the marks is considered. Okay, thank you.